He's the no-nonsense Irish chef who's set to return on My Kitchen Rules tonight. But first, father of two, Colin Fassnidge, is taking off his apron to take part in the Imperfectly Perfect campaign, joining a handful of Australia's biggest names. The Photographic Project is helping to raise mental health awareness.
Founder Glenn Marsden captured the series of raw, uncensored images. He conceived the project after a mate took his own life. Now he's heading to the US and he's taking it to a global audience. And we've got an exclusive look at his new message.
I have a history of depression.
I suffer with anxiety.
I overcame major depression. To be honest, it almost killed me.
I have lost family to suicide.
And I have lost friends to them thinking that they're better off not being in my way.
I have a friend.
And Imperfectly Perfect founder Glenn Marsden joins us live along with My Kitchen Rules judge Colin Fassnidge. Good to see you guys. Glenn, we'll start with you. This is powerful stuff. How did the project come about?
Basically, as you've just mentioned, I lost a good friend back in the UK to suicide. And from there, it basically stemmed of hearing other people tell their stories about losing friends, and it just really compelled me to. I know there's a lot of people out there, mental health advocates, doing things, but I wanted to use the tools of my trade, being photography and film, to actually make mental health a little bit more relatable. So the visual mediums that I've portrayed and reached out to public figures is what came about.
Colin, why did you want to get involved?
Well, I think I got involved, I'm a quite positive person, and I don't have depression, I don't suffer from anxiety. But then 2 years ago, one of my very good friends, Jeremy Stroud, took his own life, and that rocked me, that really knocked me around for the entire year. And I was like, how did this happen? I'd been out to dinner with him a few weeks before, and I knew they're up and down. And even just 2 weeks ago, we buried another friend, and then there's another chef just died on the weekend. And it's just every week now, and it's not just our career, the chefing career, but a lot of it to do is the trying to make money in this hard times for restaurants, and then the stress and the pressure, and it's like, well, how can I help? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Words that are often used can often be so heavily scrutinised, particularly in the social media space now. Celebrities are well aware of this, so how did you get celebrities to be so raw and honest and let their guard down?
I mean, as a photographer, it is my job to make a picture, but also to make a connection. So initially reaching out to a public profile, I found out their why, to what they were wanting to do with the campaign. And obviously when we caught up, we had a good discussion on the matter about what mental health meant to them and their story, and really just gave a safe zone. So each image that you will see portrays a really strong, raw visual that obviously is beautiful and authentic to them. They're telling their story through their eyes, through their face.
Colin, how important is it to have men, specifically men, be a part of this campaign, to get them to open up and to say, yeah, you know what, I am having a hard time?
I think it's huge, and especially so I'm 46, and a lot of the men who are actually taking their own lives are my age now, with young families and wives. And I grew up in the Irish society of, you don't say anything, everything's okay, you're a strong man, you don't. And it's taken me a lot of time to be able to just express yourself to other men. And now that's what we do, to our younger chefs or stuff like that in our industry. To tell them it's okay to talk and it's okay to cry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the numbers around this are absolutely alarming, aren't they, Glenn? The leading cause of death for Australians between 15 and 44. So where are we going wrong? What's happening in society?
I just think it's the way that how I've wanted to project this campaign is towards our younger generation. Although we can create the awareness to our generation, the stigma unfortunately is already there. But the way that I've created this campaign is to use visual mediums that we know our children love, social media for the positive, and public profiles because people aspire and look up to these people. So the way that the government or other people may look at these campaigns is if we start to deliver a medium that really reflects and aims towards our younger generation, that stigma doesn't need to be there no more.
So you're going to take this to the US. What are you hoping to achieve?
I am. So a really good friend over there, an executive producer, Wendy Sweetmore, she contacted me with Jahim Laroum, as basically he's worked with many people over there who makes documentaries on matters that obviously are of awareness. So there's been a lot of support through international celebrities coming on board. So, yeah, we're looking in the next couple of months. Obviously, there's planning there. But, yeah, we're taking the film, we're taking the documentary that's been made over there.
And Colin, it's great that you pass a part of this campaign. I have to ask you about My Kitchen Rules. Now, you're back tonight.
On a lighter note.
What can we expect from Colin Fassnage in 2019?
I reckon some people say I've mellowed, but I don't think I've mellowed. Maybe I think tonight.
Oh, thank goodness!
Tonight I started off quite nice tonight, and then as the year goes on, our MKR year, I start to just tighten the screws a bit. So you'll get the good old Colin. Don't worry.
Nothing wrong with an honest appraisal here and there.
Don't sugarcoat it. I think that's what I say.
We'd expect nothing less. All right, terrific, guys. Thank you, and thank you so much. Appreciate
Thanks,
that.
gents. And for all the details about this campaign, Imperfectly Perfect, make sure you head over to our website.
Yep, and if this segment has raised any issues for you, help is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Please call Lifeline. It's free anytime if you need to speak to somebody. The number is 13 11 14.